Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the dual plaquing of our LEED Silver and WELL Gold office. I'm Patty Lloyd, Director of Sustainability at Leopardo Companies, and I'm just going to spend a couple minutes sharing with you why this achievement was personally exciting to me and why it's meaningful to Leopardo as a company. For me, being able to pursue our space as LEED was an opportunity to implement for my own company the meaningful LEED measures that I've been able to help our clients with for the last 15 years. Being an early adopter of WELL was incredibly exciting. It built our in-house expertise, and it really opened up an internal dialogue with our Chicago office occupants and the company as a whole about well and healthy buildings. Certifying our own space with these two meaningful rating systems was a career highlight for me, and I am so excited to share it with you today. I'm now going to turn it over to Mike Leopardo, President and CEO of Leopardo Companies, to talk about why it was meaningful to us as a firm to achieve these two certifications. Mike?
Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Leopardo, President of Leopardo Companies. Our company was founded 40 years ago, and since day one, our culture and our family atmosphere has always been a top priority. I believe that's why people gravitated toward working with our company. I was proud to announce in our last employee recognition event that we have over 25 different families that work within our organization. Caring about our people like family is what motivated us to seek the WELL building standard and LEED certification for our downtown office. Having a healthy workspace and being a good steward of our environment is woven into the fabric of our people and our company. We have a great lineup of people today to share our story of dual certification for our downtown office. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks, Mike, for sharing with us all why LEED and WELL certification was important for our Chicago office. I'm now going to turn it over to Leopardo Executive Vice President Rick Dupras to talk about the project consulting, design, and subcontracting team that made this project a reality. Rick?
My name is Rick Dupras. I'm an Executive Vice President with Leopardo Construction, and Leopardo has been my work family now for over 39 years. We could not be more proud of our space, and really the crux behind all this is the wellness of our employees. We did this for our team, and we're excited. None of this would have happened without a strong team. Partners by Design, Siska Hennessy, WSP USA, Arup, and our longtime client and building owner, Sterling Bay. Truly a dream team. In addition, I'd like to acknowledge all the hard work of our many subcontractors, many of which also worked on the base building as well. They were engaged, interested, and positive throughout, and embraced the health and wellness, sustainability, and efficiency measures that we put in place in our new office. Hey, I'd like to give a shout out one more time to Patty Lloyd and all the great work she did leading this entire team. I'd be remiss not to point out the tradespeople, the tradesmen and women who really helped on this project, all of our self-perform crews that were involved, the entire Chicago staff, how they embraced the new office. And really, I'd like to thank also Francis Avila, our office manager, who really focused on managing all the facets that revolve to the operational things that need to be done in order for us to be WELL certified. Thanks to everyone who was involved.
I'm now going to turn it over to Partners by Design to talk about the healthy, high-performing space that they designed for us. Jenna and Dee?
Thank you, Patty. We're Partners by Design, and first off, I want to thank you very much for your time today. I'm Jenna Nelson, a principal with Partners by Design, and PBD and Leopardo have been working together for years on corporate and workplace projects, but it was pretty exciting for us to partner with them in this manner and have them as the client as well as the GC. Let it be known that they were probably one of the coolest clients we've ever worked with, as well as the most fun by far. And this was truly a labor of love for both Leopardo and Partners by Design to design their space. We're so proud of how it turned out, and it was really exciting that it was both LEED and WELL certified. During the process, we obviously had to design the space to comply with both LEED and WELL. It was our first well project, meaning Dee and myself and the Partners by Design team. So it was definitely a learning process, but it was pretty fun. The whole process turned out to be a really enjoyable one. So I'm going to hand this off to Dee in just a second, who is the designer on the project, to talk about some of the materials that were brought into the project, some of the biophilic elements, the branding elements. We also worked very closely with our partner Spark to bring the branding into the space and discuss the layout of the space and just the whole process of bringing this all together. So with that said, Dee, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Jenna. Hi, everyone. As Jenna mentioned, my name is Dee Fritz, and I was the lead designer on the Leopardo office project. Working with Leopardo is so unique because they know so much more about the design process than your average client. You know, they understood the ins and outs of both design and construction, and they really understood the value of what great design could do for their business. And so they also really valued, having a healthy environment for their employees. So that made them a really great candidate for the LEED and WELL certification. For the design of their office space, the main goal was to celebrate the industry that they are in by using as many raw and natural materials as possible. Some of the key materials that we used throughout the space were raw plywood, steel, concrete, as well as lots of natural textures like wool, jute, leather, and various wood grains. The importance of these materials was really underscored by the requirements of the WELL certification's biophilic component. So the two project goals married together very nicely. The floor plan was oriented in a way that maximized daylight to as many users as possible and celebrated the skyline and the hustle and bustle of the city around them. We implemented a variety of planters that were used to divide the space, enliven dark internal areas of the floor plate, and just bring a sense of calm throughout the office space. The space was furnished with a mix of highly ergonomic and high-functioning furniture systems, as well as various lounge spaces where employees can take a break from their desks, enjoy a more relaxed, collaborative atmosphere. Leopardo also worked with Spark to implement branding installations throughout their space, which really further enforces their dedication to excellence and celebrates their sustainability initiatives. A couple of notable branding moments that you see in these photos are the paint submittal wall, which highlights the tangible aspects of the construction process. They also installed a LEED and WELL wall, which recognizes Leopardo's sustainability efforts and accomplishments. Helping Leopardo reimagine their office space was such a fun process, and we're really proud of all the partnerships that helped bring this space to life. So with that, I will send it back over to Patty.
Thank you, Jenna and Dee. I'm now going to turn it over to Brian Imus, Executive Director of Illinois Green Alliance, to say a few words about Leopardo. Take it away, Brian.
Well, thank you, Patty, for the introduction. I am thrilled to be a part of the celebration today. Again, my name's Brian Imus. I'm the Executive Director with the Illinois Green Alliance. And as the Executive Director, I've had the opportunity to work with Leopardo and their staff for a number of years. I can tell you that as an organization, their commitment to sustainability and to communities goes far beyond the projects that they work on. Leopardo has long been a sponsor of our work as a nonprofit to promote green buildings and sustainable communities. For example, since our founding almost 20 years ago, Leopardo staff have been consistent in volunteering their time and their expertise for our educational programs that help to promote the latest trends and technologies in sustainability. In fact, Leopardo's work is going to be represented in an educational program that we're putting on and that we're supporting in partnership with the American Society of Interior Designers. That is going to be a virtual tour of WELL certified commercial spaces here in Chicago. So right there, an example happening just in a few days of the way Leopardo volunteers their expertise in our educational programs. They've also supported community engagement events that have helped impact people in neighborhoods all over Illinois. For example, Leopardo staff have volunteered countless hours to Green Apple Day of Service projects that have helped to implement sustainability projects in local schools. They have also donated their office space to events and programs and volunteer projects that we've done. One of my favorite events that we ever hosted was hosted at Leopardo's office. It was a program that we did that looked at the importance of equity, diversity, and inclusion in the green building industry and why it's so important in promoting green buildings and sustainable communities. They've also kept Illinois as a national leader in advancing green construction practices. Like their industry-leading efforts in pollution prevention during construction operations when they worked on a pilot project in partnership with a local environmental and a local public health organization. These examples really demonstrate their leadership, not just in a project like the one that we're recognizing today, but also in their commitment to supporting and fostering the dynamic green building community that exists in Chicago today. For that reason, I am thrilled to be a part of the celebration today. Congratulations to Leopardo and to everybody who worked on the project. This is a well-deserved achievement to an organization that has done a lot to promote green building here in Illinois. Thank you for allowing me to participate, and back to you, Patty.
Thank you, Brian. Leopardo is so thrilled to be a longtime sustaining sponsor of Illinois Green and a national member of the U.S. Green Building Council since 2007. To that end, I'd like to now introduce Mahesh Ramanujam from USGBC to unveil our LEED plaque. Mahesh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Mahesh Ramanujam, President and CEO of USGBC, GBCI, and ARC. 20 plus years ago, when USGBC created LEED, we created a universally agreed upon holistic system for reducing environmental impact and providing a quality indoor environment, always with the goal of reducing carbon emissions, addressing climate-related risk, and improving human health and wellness. Today, we have more than 106,000 plus registered and certified LEED commercial projects, 2 million plus registered and certified residential units, projects in 181 countries and territories, and 205,000 LEED professionals developing, contributing, and implementing the LEED rating system across the world. With our latest version of LEED, LEED version 4.1, we have raised the energy reference standard, added a carbon metric, and most importantly, increased our emphasis on performance. LEED version 4 and version 4.1 projects are demonstrating that LEED is more than a plaque to display on your wall, but a symbol of leadership and a dedication to the global vision for a healthy and sustainable future. And part of that vision requires us to invest in each other. That is why USGBC is an inclusive and diverse community made up of real estate leaders, government leaders, nonprofit partners, developers, contractors, architects, engineers, educators, innovators, advocates, facility managers, public health professionals, and so many more, all working together to build healthy, efficient, sustainable, and equitable communities for all. As a nearly 15-year supporter of USGBC's mission and an early adopter of the sustainable construction movement in the Midwest, I am proud to call Leopardo companies a partner. Your commitment to LEED is well represented not only by your certifications, but through your growing construction portfolio of more than 4 million square feet of LEED space. Your leadership and expertise has helped to influence the decisions of your clients. And through public tours, you're also helping to educate the larger community about the impact LEED spaces can have on individuals and the environment. Especially during this time, your unwavering commitment to ensure the health and safety of your workspace is inspiring. It is no secret that this pandemic has made it clear that human health, the environment, and the economy are inextricably tied. Your leadership will inspire the many around the world as they pursue our shared vision of having healthy people in healthy places in a healthy economy. In support of this pandemic, USGBC has released a series of LEED Safety First credits that support social distancing, non-toxic surface cleaning, air quality and infection monitoring, and even launched ARC Reentry to provide a set of tools and analytics designed to assist every company with reentry. Leopardo's leadership and experience will help us take this critical and immediate step to rebuild people's trust in indoor spaces and contribute to the global recovery effort. In particular, I am inspired by the Leopardo's Chicago office certification because it validates our vision to bring together the best-in-class practices from rating systems like LEED and WOW to deliver on the triple bottom line benefits of people, planet, and profit. This office space also demonstrates your commitment to continuous improvement as you have achieved LEED Silver Commercial Interior certification on top of the building's LEED Gold potential recognition. You have given a practical roadmap for other tenants of 210 North Carpenter to follow. So thank you for pursuing LEED and for implementing practical and measurable strategies that utilize the amenities of the urban neighborhood, increase energy efficiency, minimize air pollution, and provide clean water for your employees, visitors, and the larger Chicago community. It is my distinct honor to recognize Leopardo's Chicago office for its LEED Silver Commercial Interior certification earned on August 20th by achieving 50 points. Thank you to Leopardo Companies, the team at Partners by Design, Illinois Green Alliance, and everyone who contributed to this achievement. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Mahesh. We're so thrilled that you were able to join us tonight to award our LEED plaque. I'm now going to introduce Jessica Cooper from the International Well Building Institute to award our WELL plaque. Jessica was part of our WELL story from the beginning when she came down to Chicago in 2017 and did a presentation for our employees, clients, and stakeholders about the benefits of the WELL building standard. Thank you, Jessica.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Cooper, Chief Commercial Officer at the International Well Building Institute, and I'm thrilled to be here to celebrate Leopardo Company's achievement of WELL Gold for their Chicago offices. At IWBI, we know that the spaces around us can make everyone everywhere healthier, happier, and more productive. We do this by deploying our WELL building standard, which presents a roadmap for creating and certifying spaces that advance human health and well-being. WELL sets pathways for accomplishing health-first factors that help every one of us do our best work and be our best selves by supporting our physical and mental health across a holistic set of concepts. These standards are put into action by the thousands of projects globally who pursue certification. And these organizations are leading the way by meeting rigorous performance standards for design interventions, operational protocols, and company-wide practices, all of which are destined to support human health and verified by a third party. The circumstances of this past year have undoubtedly created a focus on health. As people around the globe learned about how the COVID-19 pandemic spread on surfaces and through the air, they also started to realize the leading role buildings, communities, and organizations can play to support or compromise our health and well-being. Now more than ever, organizations are turning to the leaders who realize this first to see what it takes to create a healthy building that supports healthy people and leads to ultimately a thriving business. Leopardo has been at the forefront. In fact, I remember the day I first met Patty Lloyd so many years ago. She invited me to give an introductory presentation on WELL to the Leopardo team on November 2nd, all the way back in 2017. I stood in front of a room filled with inspired professionals who were already committed to making a positive difference in the world. And I spoke about the evidence-based strategies they could leverage from WELL to achieve better air and water quality, to promote healthier eating and more physical activity throughout the day, to enhance acoustical and thermal comfort, to optimize the circadian rhythm, and to support mental health. And then, just a few weeks later, Patty enrolled the Leopardo headquarters to achieve WELL, and your journey was started. Patty and team, you've set an example for best-in-class interiors by creating an environmentally sustainable space and achieving LEED Silver for your office in Chicago. And you're also leading by example in health, demonstrating to your employees and your clients that it's possible to build for people first. The achievement of WELL certification for your office in Chicago is a testimony to your commitment to human-centric design, construction, and operations. With these complementary benchmarks, LEED and WELL, Leopardo has demonstrated a commitment to holistic sustainability, as well as a level of leadership that should make your entire organization, your clients, and the industry at large very proud. You are one of the first dual certified spaces in Chicago. So to everyone on the line today, and on behalf of the Global Well family, it's my pleasure to present this Well Gold plaque for Leopardo Companies. This plaque serves as a mark of excellence, recognizing the wide range of elements that you have put into this space to support human health. On June 10th, 2020, you were awarded the Well Gold certificate to celebrate the 63 health promoting strategies that you were able to implement into your office. Your offices are a truly incredible place to work. Congrats again to Patty and team. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you, Jessica, for awarding our Well plaque. And thank you to everybody that contributed and helped to make this awesome project in our Chicago home a reality. I'm now going to turn it over to Rick DuPras to close us out for the evening. Thank you.
Again, in closing, I'd like to thank all of the speakers that helped us today in this ceremony to really make it a special event. I want to thank the design and construction staff that helped us achieve this goal. I also want to thank all of you for being out there joining us in this ceremony. And finally, we could not be more proud of our Well LEED certified space and what it does for our employees. Thank you so much.